Hi everybody, Neil Kravitz here. I hope you're enjoying these daily clinical pearls. Thank you so much for the great questions and comments that I'm receiving. I took a little bit of a break from my daily clinical pearls. I took about 2 weeks off. I just had a very busy lecture schedule. I'm lecturing about 4 or 5 times within about 10 days, but I will get back to doing daily pearls. So this pearl is about not using the lateral incisor as an anchor tooth to extrude a canine. Now, oftentimes we will have high canines or low impacted lower canines, and we need to extrude those teeth. And I think a mistake is to place a continuous arch wire with the lateral incisor ligated. Now, it's not a problem if you have a base wire, but if you're just doing a continuous arch wire, like a continuous 018 night tie, for example, what that does is that puts a lot of pressure on the lateral incisor. That tooth is not intended to be an anchor tooth or a supporting tooth. And what happens is not only do you get intrusion on that tooth, which causes root resorption, you get bone loss on the distal aspect of the lateral incisor. Now, this particularly happens in the lower arch when we have impacted lower canines and people run a continuous lower night tie. You will get a lot of distal bone loss on the lower twos. But anytime you have to extrude a canine, make sure you either have a base wire or you are bypassing the lateral incisor or not fully engaging those distal wings on the lateral incisor. That will put too much pressure on the tooth. It will intrude the tooth, causing root resorption, but more importantly, it will also cause bone loss on the distal aspect of the lateral incisor. What I like to do is I like to use base arch wires with piggyback night ties. That seems to work best. Or I just like to skip the lateral altogether and go from the central to the canine. That's less deflection in the arch wire, and it also avoids bone loss around the lateral incisor. Give this a shot. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to this page. Thank you for supporting the JCO.